Ya salimos de esta tormenta. Tengo casi todo listo. Todo listo. Okay. Bueno, que... Creo que el tipo se murió. No hay nada, bueno, nada importante. Así que tal vez. De acá nada, puedes andar acompañado.
Here we are, Reaper's Coast. We made it. The hunt, like always. To be God-woken is all well and good, but above all, I've yet to find the Master. Somewhere further inland, Roost Anlon breathes. All I have to do now is pick up his scent and make his last breath worth my while. Speak. Ha! A tale of cloaks and daggers and daredevilry. Wonderful.
She bows, with thespian flair.
Imagine a black room. It's been your room for years. You know it by touch more than sight, for it's always dark. And when I say always dark, I mean always dark. You're either in the room or in the box, for it's in the box that you travel. You're only let out at night, because you only hunt in the night, with the Master's voice in your ears urging you on. And after it's done, you lie down in the box once more, with wet hands and mad red thoughts. You can't always get what you want. The thing is, the box didn't break me, though I confess it taught me to hate. One night, I killed a scholar. With my needle through his fragile old skull, he fell headfirst upon his writing desk, blood mingling with spilt ink. It's when I saw the ink that timid thoughts of rebellion first bloomed. Back in my dark room, I dipped my needle that killed the scholar in his own ink, and engraved his name in my skin. I'd remember him. I'd honor him with vengeance. His name was the first, but many more followed. Of course.
She bares her left arm and shows you the name. You softly run your finger across it.
Mindarin. He was Turashar, a keeper of stories. I'm sure he was loved by many. People like him, the beloved dead, they kept me going. Then, one day, it happened. A gush of wind, a sliver of light. Light! I hardly knew it for what it was. A simple oversight that comes with habit. A door, left slightly ajar. That was all I needed to feel a rush of blood, a thirst for liberation like never before. I tore at the shackles that kept me chained to the floor, iron thick as a smith's wrists. Of course they wouldn't budge, they never did before. But now that I saw the light, something welled up inside me, a raw and undeniable burst of power. The shackles broke, and next thing I knew, I was free. I stood alone outside the ruins of a fortress, snow-capped peaks all around me. But the sun, oh, the sun. I had risen as if from the grave, and she kissed me back to life. Ain't over yet, honey. I was given my needle by the Master. Guess I'm just sentimental like that. Fine, if it means that much to you.
She draws her needle and holds it up between thumb and index finger.
Go on. Ever so gently touch the tip.
Barely have you touched the needle's pinpoint surface when a thick droplet of blood wells up from your fingertip.
Sharp little minx, isn't she? Sabine, This needle was forged in an altogether different world. It wasn't wrought upon a crude anvil, hammered into shape with rough blows. No, it was cast with demon precision. It is the master's own words. And he was right. As an instrument of assassination, it's absolutely priceless. But one day soon, he'll find out just how much he overspent on his gifts for little old me. Just what one might say I'm a bit of a sucker for poetic justice.
Yes, by all means, let us partake in the art of conversation.
He sighs, rather dramatically.
Oh, perhaps that's because I don't quite enjoy broaching the subject. Thank you. But I suppose you've earned the right to know. The long and short of it is that I was banished because I was found in bed with a demon. How gratifying to know I amuse you. You clearly have a hard time understanding all this, so let me paint you a picture. I am a prince of the House of War. There are others with that title, but none of them are the Red Prince, the jewel in the crown of the Empire. I lived in the Forbidden City, a vast complex of palaces that houses the royal family and its servants. No others are allowed to enter it. As for myself, I was never allowed out. That is the price I paid for my genius. I was too valuable to be exposed to the dangers of the outside world. All the wars I won, and I won them all, of course, I won from the comfort of sofas. Bring me information, and I will deduct, then instruct. From amid the ultimate opulence of my quarters, I expanded and very much ruled the Empire. I had it all. And frankly, I got bored. You miss the point. I did not suffer the boredom of some spoiled brat. Mine was the absolute absence of challenge. The longing not simply to watch the horizon, but to journey towards it. If I could not experience the joys of the world beyond, I had to bring the world to me. Miraculous what a sorcerer can do with a little arcane lore. I summoned demons, the most dangerous game in the world. But they knew they met their match in me, and so we conversed. We drank wine, we played chess. Converse with demons, and you learn of the shadows behind creation. Drink wine with them, and you have visions of worlds beyond worlds. Play chess, and you know that one wrong move is certain death. My mind rejoiced. Now for the body, I reasoned, so with a certain succubus I spent nights that would surpass your understanding. So you do comprehend. I spent a whole year in the company of demons, every night atop the white library tower of my palace. It was my great study of existence. It was my supreme joy, even if... No, I told you they met their match in me. What happened next was simply unforeseen. One moonless night, the succubus that was my lover turned to me, fangs exposed. But I could tell from the glint in her eyes she wasn't bent on our usual fang play. There was no light in that glint. It was the darkness of the void, the wet, and in short, I was afraid. I tried to move away, but it was too late. She was upon me. She had done it. She had outmaneuvered the Red Prince. Finally, I was vanquished. She went for my neck, quick as a charging cobra, but then suddenly it's as if time ground to a halt. Something deep inside me welled up, a power I never knew I had. Then she screamed. A scream so abhorrent its ripples caused birds to fall dead from the sky. People covered their ears in vain as they went insane. The Imperial Guard forced itself into my chambers and found me with the succubus still on top of me. I believe the phrase is caught red-handed. At first, I admit it was all rather tiring. I was, after all, marched out of my own empire, and I've been hounded by the odd assassin ever since. After that came the indignity of the collar and incarceration. But ever since we decided to be so bold as to bid our farewell to Fort Joy by any means, it's all been rather fun. Oh, I could complain about the food and the lodgings and the sheer barbarity of the common folk. But in truth, all of that fits within the larger frame that is adventure. Adventure is precisely what my life was missing. I told you earlier I could tell you tales about what it was like to be a prince of the house. Tales that would last us 1,000 nights. That is true. Yes. As long as that road eventually leads all the way back to my throne, that is.
Just when I think this land holds no more surprises, I find myself in some place even more dismal than the last. Still, at least this is an interesting...
Lo que pasa es que, o sea, a veces hablas con ellos, acá sí. No siempre, pero... algunas veces. Ahora, aquí empieza una nueva etapa de la aventura.
This shrine fills you with a sense of peace. It is a safe haven. You feel weightless, as if lifted by a silent wind. For just a moment, your mind is free of wonder and worry.
Pues ya no, creo que ya no puedes volver donde estabas antes, me parece. Ya no. Puedes volver al barco. Si dejaste algo atrás, lo dejas. Esto es veneno. Muy... El problema es que igual te puedes perder, no sé si es un problema, pero te puedes perder cosas. Que no miraste bien, o no observaste, o no pasaste por el camino. Que vas a dejar algo atrás. Lo más probable. Lo que lo hace largo, yo pienso, es el simple hecho de que hay mucho que puedes explorar, puedes ver o contar de todos los diálogos que hay. Yo prefiero que me los lean.
A dying shark lies gasping on the sand, bleeding from the mouth and gills. It turns its dark and soulless eyes to you. Its bloody gills open in search of water, but find only air. It gasps in the air, struggling for the breath to speak. Its own blood froths at its mouth.
No! Die here! Monsters in the water! Monsters in the deep!
It looks at you with its cold, flat eyes as if to say, do what you will. Then it turns away and gets back to drowning in the bloody sunshine.
What happened here?
That void woken had someone in its...
Prepare yourself.
Show yourself!
I'll yield to none.
Prepare yourself!
Glory is mine! Glory is mine! You're not trying to escape, are you?
Prepare yourself. Glory is mine.
O mata a este bicho porque no muere. tener que transformarme.
Worms take you.
Pensé que por algún momento pensé que justamente la pasé por ahí abajo, a dar la vuelta para arriba.
A Magister caravan.
Not
I
really.
remember one just
Not
like this
happening.
picking me up. Could have been a shipment to Fort Joy.
Not true.
But what
Can't be
happened
true.
here?
No, no, no!
White as driftwood salt, the dwarf flinches at your approach, yet she holds a short, clean blade aloft. Her fierce stance can't hide the trembling of her fingers.
Back! Back! Magister, I'll kill you, just like the rest of them!
She slumps, all bravado draining from her.
No, 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 no. I've never seen anything like those beasts before. Are they gone?
Her eyes widen and lose focus, as though she's seeing something played out before them. Her voice is shaky when she speaks.
Those? Yes. Worst ones I've ever seen. Ripped through the Magisters. The dwarves. Dead. 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 And the sorcerers. Sorcerers. Gone.
Her eyes stare vacantly into the distance, glassy as marbles. It's not cold, yet her shivering is relentless.
I don't know. I don't know. Old Duna's beard. Lohar. My boss Lohar will want to know what happened to them, but I can't remember. Her helping sorcerers. We thought we could help them against the Magisters, but... No. No, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Seven Sympathy. I saw those things, dragging the sorcerers along the cliffs, towards the Wreckers' caves. No more. It's gone.
She flinches at the slightest rustle of wind through the long grass. Terror in her eyes, she stumbles away from you. A scruffy kid bounds up and stands before you, hands on hips. He stares at your face, doubt screwing up his features.
You Ben Mesd? Righto, got a message for you. Chap called Baron Laveri wants to see you. Black Bull Tavern, first floor.
The kid shoves his hands in his pockets and ambles off, whistling an off-key tune.
Come on!
That doesn't sound promising, does it?
Makes my bones itch.
The little boy lobs a stone across the river. It makes a long arc before plunging into the water below.
Oh, Ma! Are you all right? Ma! Huh? Please, you have to help her. There was a fight. Some dwarves attacked some magisters and there were sorcerers too. And then the bugs came, those void things. They killed everyone. And my ma got 'em to chase her. And she went across the bridge. And then she raised the bridge and she told me to run. And now she's stuck over there with them. Not without Ma. Family doesn't just leave each other. You will. Maybe you can cross the river then. Ma lifted the bridge, but there's got to be another way, right? Yeah. You'll make one, and I'll...
His gaze shoots to the ground. He grabs a small flat pebble and chucks it across the river. Again, it lands in the water below, well before reaching the other side of the cliffs.
I'll keep distracting him.
He performs a divine order salute.
Now go out, Ma. Ma, can you hear me? Come on. Looky here, bugs.
Glory is mine.
Come and get me, you overgrown grasshopper.
O sea, si aquí no llegaste con suficientemente poderes o habilidades, digamos, estás frito realmente. Vas a morir. Que tiene el mismo sistema.
They got me good.
No, no sirve nada, pero bueno.
Ugly thing, innit?
¿Y ahora qué habilidades tendré de héroe? Buena pregunta. Me acabo de ganar la... No sé si decir rango, pero...
Gave him a good whipping, we did. Nasty bugs.
Quiero investigar la isla igual, pero voy a hablar también.
Mari flashes a massive horsey smile at you, then winces, her left arm hanging limply at her side.
By the seven, that was something. What'd I tell you? Nice scratch on me. None that last, at least. Glad my little guy got to see it. Oh, sure. Just a nasty bruise by the feel of it. May have to lay off blasting beasties for a day or two after. The fighter's lament. Didn't catch your name, though. I'm Mari. Pleasure's mine. You all right? Dunno about you, but I never was afraid of bugs. Then again, if you hadn't rolled in when you did, I might be whistling Teedle-dee in a void Woken's belly by now. I owe you one. Always happy to squash a bug if I get the chance. Especially with a toughie like you on the front. Hate to cut this short, but I ought to dash off. My boy's waiting for me. Mind lowering the bridge, though? I find myself slightly indisposed for the moment. Gave him a good whipping, we did. Nasty bugs. She's all yours. There you are, my good-looking lad.
Ma!
Let me get a good look at you. You're okay?
Course I am, Ma. Are you?
Fit as a fiddle. And oh, twice the size.
And the house?
She'll be all right. And how's my little spider monkey doing? Safe and sound?
Spider monkey? You mean dragon?
Come here, you.
Mother and son fall into a tight embrace. One tear rolls down Mari's nose, falls on the black stubble on Barin's head. She strokes the wet drop away, smiling. Mari seems oblivious to you. Her eyes are closed, her lips turned in a serene smile as she strokes Barin's head.
My boy, my good boy.
Hey, wait, one sec. Ma, look! Thank you so much for helping my ma. All those void woken. Sheesh, thank the gods everyone is okay.
Thank the gods. Oh, thank the mum. And our friend here too. I know a good arm when I see one. I'll tell my cousin Raymond what you did. He's real high up in the order and he's visiting Driftwood as we speak. Could be he has some good work for you. Some dwarves, locals, attacked a Magister caravan. Must have been sorcerers inside. Voidwoken must have sensed them. Came in formation like a proper battalion. Never seen anything like it.
Mari looks to Barin and flexes. He does the same back at her.
Luck wishes. We're off into town. Best of luck to you, mate. And come say hi if you make your way inside.
Look who's come to join the
I
party.
should keep my voice low.
Oh,
No need
but
to
you
wait.
do get around, don't you?
He takes a satisfied sniff and rubs his hands together. His lips stretch into a mischievous smirk.
When it comes to graveyards, I'm a kid in a candy shop. All sorts of goodies and gewgaws for the taking. And a bit of rousing conversation. If you know where to dig, that is. Ah, it's a quandary, you see. I'm not exactly welcome in the Stone Garden. The servants that tend the graves, well, their master, this Riker fellow, caught me nosing around, so he had them chase me off. The spirits within are particularly feisty as well. Can't say why. I'm as gentle as can be. Alas, I'm stuck sniffing out herbs and fungi on the outskirts.
He presses a forefinger against his chin and hums.
This is when having access to a godwoken might come in handy. You see, beyond the gates there's something that my heart, such as it is set. Well, that's the gold-plated question it is. I dare say you'll enjoy this story. Somewhere in this graveyard lies an object of tremendous power. Or so the legends say, anyway. Belonged to a family buried near here, the Surreys. I've been reading up on them. An ancient clan of eccentrics and oddballs. Fascinating people, truly. Old Joanna was the last. The poor dear. Had no money, no children, just this incredible heirloom passed down to her through the generations. Problem is, no one knows what this object is. Only that it's an astounding piece of work. Seems Joanna took its secrets to her grave. Rather literally.
His coy grin freezes.
I can recite each page from memory, but I've neither the time nor the inclination.
Tarquin sighs, and his lips unfreeze. For a moment he looks almost modest.
It pains me to say, but you've talents in the adventuring department that I do not. This heirloom could prove valuable for both of us. I've told you everything you need to... everything I know. What it is doesn't matter. What it does, well, if I am right, it will clean up quite an unholy mess. A mess we're both currently mired in.
He looks toward the graveyard.
Let's make this easy. I'll assume you've accepted my mission. You'll assume I give it in good faith. Beautiful. The Surrey tomb must be somewhere nearby. And whatever that object is in there, I bet it's impressive. I do wish I could wander inside. It would be nice to look up some old friends. See if they're in good spirits. Curse those masked freaks. God's damned Riker.
There's more than water down here. I wonder where it leads. What's this? I found something.
I've spotted something.
Junk.
La guarda.
Lovely day. Perfect weather for it.
No sé si me van a querer atacar o nada. Cerrado. Puede que haya.
The creature barely notices your presence.
Así no nota mi presencia.
It is no longer possible to read the name upon this old grave marker. Time and the elements have left this grave marker illegible. The name upon it has faded away.
Human graves. Let's hope none are earmarked for me. Look out. I see a trap nearby.
Yo tengo... ¿Cuántos tengo? Para... ¿Sabes?
What's this? I found something.
No hay nada. Nada importante.
The lizard hums tunelessly, not a melody exactly, but more of a meandering moan.
10 spans under, humans slept. 10 spans up, the dwarves were kept. Lizards burned in lasting flame. Elven trees toward skies did aim. Keeping watch, tending graves.
She flinches as you move closer.
No, no touching.
Her humming fades. The eerie silence lasts for several seconds.
Riker might get mad. He doesn't like it when someone touches his things.
She shivers and whispers.
Powerful sorcerer. Lives here, right in the garden. He can take the you from you. No brain, just body.
She points at her head.
The servants, they got nothing up there. Riker has it all now. They need to be freed. Only way. Kill Riker. The servants, so lost, chained by Sorcerer Riker, but they can still go home to the hall. Set them free.
The ensuing silence lasts for several seconds, until she picks up the melody once again and turns away. Here lies Theo Payne, fortune teller and visionary. He didn't see it coming. Here lies Phylan Surrey, whose family's generous patronage helped build these burial grounds, and who refused to be buried in the Surrey crypt. Here lies Galen Heavendale, a lost soul, executed in his prime, aged 19.
A cremation pyre. From fire to ash, from ember to flame.
The boots are resplendent with polished ivory, heavy but well made, fit for a noble. The air around you glows with sudden heat. Specks of ash fall from the sky, summoning a fractured memory. Dig, work, deeper. By the Empress's order, you have to go deeper. As the memory fades, ghostly flames flicker on the surface of the polished sabatons.
I see you. You have the strength I've been looking for. Find where the archaeologist cut into the earth. I will draw strength from there to speak again.
The voice vanishes, but the bone-deep longing remains. You must dig in the east. You must. A terrible chill pervades the air as the ashen vision fades. Someone new is watching you.
Entonces se supone que esta quest es de las armaduras o del la armadura devorada. Tengo 2 piezas de zinc. Esta armadura es muy buena. No la puedo usar hasta que no tenga las 5 piezas. Ahora... Importa una mierda esto. Esto puede que esté... Puede ser. Cosa grave.
Back, Quackers! Our shield has gone mad!
Hay algo acá definitivamente. Pero... hay que saber, ¿no? Vamos a tener que investigar. O sea, como dije, hay muchas cosas. Aquí hay algo que tenemos que ver, sí o sí. Hay una parte de... probablemente hay algo importante en nuestro programa. Ahora, ¿qué será?
Another statue in the stone garden. Nothing more or less. If she weren't blindfolded, I might think she's keeping an eye on me.
Pero algo esconde eso. Yo pensé que tal vez dándole...
Here lies Jin Akana, noted fencer, a near unblemished record. Here lies David Cray. All shall lose the race with death.
Ahí también debe haber algo.
Here lies Maggie Sandony. Her body lies in cold embrace. Her soul went to another place. Here lies an unnamed bag of bones, found long after the flood. Here lies Bitsy Vanyan, drowned in rum.
A stately night.
If the Hall of Echoes a tavern
I feel
be,
safer in
her
his
seat
presence.
is reserved.
This part is gated off from the rest. Whoever is buried here must have been important.
Here rests the human hero Garrick. He served Lucien the Divine with immense skill and slew the necromancers who preyed upon the dead of Stone Garden Cemetery. The implements of his heroism shall rest at the site of his victory. Here rests the elven hero Halla. He served Lucien the Divine with great vigor and defended the farmers who feed Reaper's Coast against pitiless bandits. The implements of his heroism shall rest at the site of his victory. Here rests the dwarven hero Bromley. She served Lucien the Divine with honor and cast out the demons that plagued the great woodlands. The implements of her heroism shall rest at the site of her victory. Here rests the lizard hero Vidya. She served Lucian the Divine with great dignity and vanquished the strange beasts that arose from the primordial caverns of Reaper's Coast. The implements of her heroism shall rest at the site of her victory. Suddenly, the earth churns and buckles upwards in several places. Some things are trying to rise to the surface.
Godwoken! You must fall! The God King demands it!
You must fall, so that we may rise!
Let your blood quench our roots, so we may grow.
The covenant shall be fulfilled.
Taste these, Godwoken!
These graves shall be
You're
yours
not trying to escape,
now,
are you?
Godwoken.
There is no death.
Show yourself.
creo que nos va a ir mal aquí. No voy a matar a ese porque si lo mato van a salir otros más difíciles. Y al final voy a morir. Yo en serio. Tengo que tratar de centrarme. Ahora, lamentablemente este weón es calavera. O sea, no se cura con funciones, se cura con veneno. Él va a morir sí o sí y después lo revivo a la mierda, pero... Igual yo sé que ya me pasé el tiempo, no sé qué hacer, la verdad. Y no me están dejando atacar a mi personaje principal, que es el más importante. Todos son importantes, pero... hay que cuidar. Oh. Ah, no, me tiraron esto. No, esto. Puedo curar. Muy bien lo que hice, pero estuvo mal porque no me... atacado.
Prepare yourself.
Quedó todo. Ahora sí, recién podría revivir la... Voy a revivir la... Esta es fane.
I'll yield to none.
Ahora, la van a atacar igual, pero puedo hacer algo para que no la ataquen. Pero no funcionó. Igual no se puede curar, o sea... Entonces me olvidé mirar esto. No sé si puedo lograrlo, la verdad.
Into the dark with you.
No puedo curarme. No puedo curarme ahí. O sea, mientras que aguante un turno más, estaría todo bien. Que todavía no se pueden curar, o sea... Si aguanta un susto más. Algo puedo hacer. Aguanta.
Healing.
Tiene que aguantarse todo. ¿De nuevo? No. No puedo hacer nada. No grabé, hermano. No grabé.
I need aid!
Bien. En serio, la cagué.
Into the dark with you.
You cannot strike me down.